that out of all his achievements, he has raised many sons and daughters. And I am so happy to be counted as one of them. I am feeling very unqualified to address you because it is hard to adequately capture the essence of my father's life. But I want to recount some personal accounts to tell you about his fatherhood. I spent my childhood in Panchgani, Maharashtra, where he lived and worked with the Initiative Change organization, which has been spoken of before. My childhood was a happy one. We did many father-son moments that are precious reminders of him. Plenty of hiking, fishing, talking. I even tried his patience when he tried to teach me mathematics to me as a child. And as a consequence, he has huge respect for the teaching profession. We did not go hunting, and I think he recognized maybe the importance of conservation early on. But he loved fishing so much. An unfulfilled wish of his remains, and I very much regret not doing it with him. He told me long ago he wanted to walk from Naga Hills into Myanmar, which is Burma, with me and my childhood friend Debu Gandhi, who also loved Nagaland a lot and used to visit. I know he could do it as a younger man, but as the years went by, this became unfeasible. It tells me something from his desire to do this, that he had an interest and passion to connect with Nagas in that country also. In the hospital in the time he had left in Delhi, as his body was too weak to speak, I told him he has left a lasting legacy, and I'm proud to call him father, and that he did the best job of being one. He also managed to acknowledge his love for my mother. He shed a tear. Such is the ending to "Till death do us part." The morning of the day he passed, I read him Isaiah 55, in which his favorite verse 3 says, "Incline your ear and come to me. Hear that your soul may live. And I will make with you an everlasting covenant, my steadfast shoulder for David." Through my childhood, I remember him recounting this verse and chapter many times. It captures in short form what guided his life, listening to God and letting God. In conclusion, I list a few factors which I feel have combined to make him who he was. There may be many, but I thought of these as I reflected. A love for Jesus and the truth, his encounter with idea of personal change and ideals in moral rearmament or IFC that were mentioned, his love for his family and the Naga people. He said early in his adult life that he chose to study English literature at Madras Christian College. This was thousands of miles away from here, home. He soon felt a sense of guilt because he was there safe in Madras while his closest friends were dying in the jungles of Nagaland, fighting for their aspirations during those times. This struggle was a deep one for him, but as he began to think about it, he realized he needed to live for his people. And that was the best thing he could do. So began his journey of restitution, forgiveness, and search for the leading of God in his heart. I should also mention my father got to know India as a Naga. He has lived and worked in every state of India, but unfortunately, he never had the opportunity to visit Jammu and Kashmir. He leaves behind a beloved wife who helped him in every manner possible at home to support his life so he could be focused on his mission. My parents, coming back to Nagaland, as she has alluded to earlier, have a wonderful team of young friends who work together for the same values that they have been trying to espouse. But I must mention Penol, who shares the same conviction and belief as my parents, and she has been a daughter to them. I'd like to thank and acknowledge the kind assistance provided to our family by Angami Kroko Delhi, namely Mr. Kuliamere and Mr. Pelhu Dole, without whose intervention it would not have been possible to return Afro home in such good time. My cousins who came and cared and assisted in Delhi, and here also for the funeral arrangements, we are deeply grateful. Thank you so much to Honorable Chief Minister Niketu Iralu for your very generous assistance with the venue arrangements and support also to our firm. This reception is larger and more accommodating as a result. He has lived to 91. We thank God, I thank God for his life, and the Lord has granted him a full and meaningful life. Nothing makes sense when dealing with the loss of a loved one. And for me, only the knowledge that Jesus and the assurance of his salvation will bring comfort, succor, and joy for Akbar, who trusted and obeyed him to the end. Saying a final goodbye is so hard, but knowing the impact that he has made, the love he has received along with a long life makes it less painful. Thank you very much.